We're recording.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday. My name's Nancy Cummings, and my friend and business partner Rebecca Kosak and I are coming together to share our farmers market faves. And what we love to do is share, and we zoom in from all over the place. This week we're zooming in from Florida and New Hampshire. And guys, we partner with the Juice Plus Company to inspire healthy living around the world and to help people make one simple change that might jumpstart their journey. And whether that's eating healthy foods, eating more whole foods, drinking more water, getting a little bit more exercise, whoops, or sleeping more or stressing less, whatever that one simple thing is that people can do to live a healthier life, we want to work with them and partner with them so that they can do that. And we also do that from the nutrition perspective with our Infinite product line, which is all vegan, whole foods that are delivered in capsules, chews, shakes, and bars. And we also have a vertical aeroponic growing system that a lot of us, especially right now, are choosing to grow our own food that we know is safe, untouched, and we know just so clean and healthy for us. And I started with 52 plants that I was growing in this tower, and it has been so fun. I eat probably 3 or 4 meals a day off of the tower, and it's awesome. Her name's Chloe, by the way. And so we're glad you're with us on this Saturday morning. And before we get grooving, can we just make sure that everyone mutes themselves? All right, thank you so much. So like I said, I am joining you from sunny Florida this week. It was raining on us last week, so I was kind of under an alcove. And Rebecca's joining us from New Hampshire. And one of the things that we really love about this company and the business that we have is that we can join with people anywhere, anytime, and partner together in doing events like this and sharing so that we can inspire healthy living. Hey, Rebecca, what you got going on up there?
I am joining you on an absolutely beautiful day here in New Hampshire. I think we're probably around 75 degrees, maybe a little higher. I too am here with my tower garden. I am probably about 2, maybe 3 weeks behind you in the growing. So you can see by looking at both of our tower gardens how quickly things grow. And we have just decided to name ours Stella. So Chloe and Stella will be
that's awesome. They're cousins.
Yeah, cousins. So yeah, I am very excited to be here today and share this space and this time with everybody, and talk about some really exciting farmers market faves, because Nancy and I love our fresh fruits and vegetables. And I will just give a quick heads up that you may hear some dinging and timer things, because as Nancy is talking about what she has found, I am going to be doing some cooking right outside here with me today. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. And you're going to hear some seaplanes flying overhead here because they land in the lake right here across the street. So
that's pretty.
We'll just live with the noise that surrounds us, right?
Yep.
Well, this is our 7th week sharing with you guys on the farmers market faves. And bottom line, we love fresh food, whether it's from the market, from the store, it's food that we're growing our own, or if you use a local CSA. It's just so neat to get the quality of the nutrition that comes from the fresh food. One of the things I love to say is that fresh food is the best food. And it's clean. You don't have to worry about chemicals or contamination or handling and transportation issues, because a lot of food that is picked or dug or harvested, we know sits in transit and transportation sometimes for weeks at a time. And good things don't happen when that goes on. And it's kind of hard to describe for me, because once you start eating really healthy and you get the benefit of all of this fresh food and all the intense nutrients that they provide, you really start to love and crave the way that it makes you feel, and you don't want to go back. At least that's what I've found. And so here's how we're going to roll it out today. Rebecca and I are each going to share 2 of our farmers market faves that we found from this week. And then Rebecca is going to share a cool fresh prep idea. And every week she puts her recipes up on our Facebook page. So look for that. and they're so good. I've made something very similar to everything that Rebecca's made so far, and I'm loving it. So my two farmers market faves this week are tarragon and sweet potato. And so I'm going to grab some tarragon from Chloe.
And I can't wait to pick some peas and beans right off of Stella.
And can you see the tarragon? It has a longer leaf, and it's a single leaf that comes off the stem, unlike most of the other herbs. And tarragon is interesting because it's believed to be a native from Siberia. We don't get a ton of herbs and stuff like that we use medicinally from that part of the world, but it's so cool. And what they do is the part of the tarragon that grows above the ground is what's used for medicinal purposes. And those phytonutrients that are in tarragon and they have a ton of antioxidants. It's a sweet, pretty powerful flavor. It's like anise or like a licorice root. So it's a flavor you have to be expecting, or it can surprise you. And the leaves are super, whether they're fresh or dried. And I like to do a lot of mine just fresh right off, and then I pop it on whatever. And they're great for using garnishes in soup, sauces. I put it on top of fish, especially like a white, thicker fish like mahi. It's so cool. And it's awesome because the carotenoid oils that are in tarragon is where you get most of the benefit. And here's what tarragon does, just this itty bitty little green thing here. It helps with the body's natural digestive juices in the process, and it helps improve digestion as a whole. There's also research that shows that tarragon improves your nighttime sleep, so that's helping with your quality of sleep. And using this and infusing this as a tea at night is awesome. And that's why I chose to put tarragon in the tower, so that I could steep teas so that Daddy and I can rest very well at night. It's also used to relieve tooth pain because it has an anesthetic effect, and it can reduce blood sugar levels in people who might have insulin sensitivity. So I think that's kind of cool, all on this little leggy green plant that's growing right behind me. And I will take a bite. It's definitely a surprising flavor. And it reminds me really of licorice. My mother used to love black licorice, and she would have like pounds of bags of licorice all over the place, and she'd hide it, and we would all be like, we're not chasing the black licorice, don't worry, Mama. But I love that, like I said, on fish. And tonight I'm going to start steeping it in tea and using that as a calming nighttime remedy for myself. My second favorite this week is sweet potato. Look how beautiful this is. And there are over 100 kinds of sweet potatoes, and I didn't realize that. And they come in all kinds of colors. There's yellow and blues and purples. There's reds. My favorite is the orange-ish, because almost, unless I'm making it for Daddy, which he loves his baked, I love mine grilled. And with the orange, gosh, the way the heat from the grill just caramelizes that and changes the color, I absolutely love it. And I have to admit, as you guys get to know us a little bit more and we keep walking through this every Saturday morning, I love carbohydrates. So there's probably going to be about every other item I do is going to be carb focused. And I love the healthy carbs. So the sweet potatoes are a great choice for me because they can help balance my need for the carbs and also to be super healthy. They're so much better than the white potatoes, though I'm passionately in love with white potatoes as well. And here's what I found out, didn't realize, that sweet potato have origin in Peru, and they go back to, at least on record, 750 BC.
No way.
Right. I thought that was amazing. I didn't know that. So to me, that's kind of cool. I love the biblical history when we see where some of our herbs and our foods are coming from and when and why they were introduced and used. So that's kind of cool. Now, this one is not that old, I hope. No, this one isn't from there, but its descendants are. So sweet potatoes have been called a superfood, and there's a real good reason why. They have so many nutrients, carotenoids, antioxidants, and they are a food that you're going to get a wicked bang for your buck when you eat it. And The carotenoids, excuse me, the carotenoids can help lower your risk of cancer, which is extremely important, especially in today's society and everything that's going on and all the environmental risks that we have. They have compounds in them that also help control and lower your blood sugar. It helps lower your bad cholesterol, which is your LDL. And the large amounts of beta carotene, which of course is what makes it orange, but in the vitamin A, that can help lower your risk for macular degeneration. And as we know, most of our population is aging. One of the things that seems to almost always happen are aging effects with the eye. So sweet potato is a great thing to help prevent that. And the fiber and the antioxidants can help promote gut health. A lot of people are having tummy issues and digestion issues, so sweet potatoes are great for that. And it can also help prevent vision loss, not just the macular degeneration, but vision loss in general. So I'm going to nibble, and I'm going to have a couple of cherries too. So Rebecca, what were your favorites this week?
So my favorites this week, first of all, is radishes. Got a nice big clump of radishes right here. It's funny, radishes brings me back to when I was in preschool. And I remember we planted a garden and we watched our radishes grow, and then we got to pull them out and we put some salt on them and we tasted them. And that was like one of my first, you know, experiences with growing my own very specific food. And then I got to grow with my grandfather, which was awesome. But the radishes were the first thing that I learned to grow in school. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. So radishes are great. They can improve your immunity. They've got this little, you know, this small little radish has a ton of vitamin C in it. It's good for your skin because of that vitamin C. It's got zinc, it's got phosphorus in it. It actually can help remove dandruff and promote hair growth, which I am pretty jazzed about, because although it looks like I have a whole bunch of hair, it is thinning as I'm getting older. So radishes are great for that. It also, for its size, has a lot of fiber in it, and so it's really good for digestion. And it, two other really neato facts, it helps soothe a sore throat. And I'm not sure, like, I don't know that I would drink a radish tea, but I might try it and add some other things in, and for like a throat calming kind of thing. It also regulates bile production and safeguards your liver and gallbladder. So this tiny little radish packs a really big punch for its size. So a couple of ways that you can use it. It's got a very distinctive flavor and it's pretty poignant. But when you grill it or roast it, the sweet in a radish that comes out is absolutely delicious. And it has been, you could potentially even substitute it or add it into some potatoes or like that kind of substance when it's roasted or grilled. Another idea is a traditional French snack, which could be like a crusty bread with some butter on it and some shaved radish and Himalayan salt on it. It is a traditional French snack.
Sounds
the
awesome.
other thing, I know a couple of weeks ago I posted a beet salad. So think about that salad. So some roasted beets, roasted radishes, and goat cheese with maybe some balsamic on it. That just sounds divine to me. And also it's great for salads. It's great for shaving over a sandwich. So lots of different uses. The next thing that I am going to highlight is a banana. Now, these aren't local to me, but I tend to just, I don't know, take them for granted, I think. Bananas are great. I did not know that they can help prevent wheezing from asthma. Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. They help relieve from stomach ulcers. I mean, we all know them from the brat diet, bananas, rice, applesauce, toast for stomach issues or trying to calm your stomach. So it's very calming. It reduces inflammation from arthritis, which I love that. The potassium can lower your blood pressure and benefits your heart health. And it's high in B6, vitamin B6. And that is all about promoting brain health, treating PMS symptoms, and improving mood and lowering depression. So bananas are quite a big benefit. So they can be used in so many ways, and I almost feel silly talking about all the ways because we could probably rattle off a gazillion ways to use bananas. I usually cut them up and freeze them, add them to smoothies, or make some nice cream with them. They can go into overnight oats. They can go into banana bread. They can go into a whole host of things. One of the things that I wanted to show, though, is that a banana is easiest peeled from this end, not the other end. And I just think that that's kind of cool because I always peel it from this end, or I did until I learned.
That's fun. I do too.
Right? I'm going to just put that aside for a second because we are going to use it as a topic. So as I was thinking about what to make, I knew that Nancy was going to be highlighting some sweet potatoes, and I have always wanted to try sweet potato toast. So what I did last night, so I have this little gadget. It's a Pampered Chef gadget. I use it for everything. It's called the Simple Slicer. So you put your food in here and there's 3 different settings and you go like this. So I took a sweet potato and put it at the 3rd set, which is about a 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit less. And I sliced the sweet potato that way. And so there's 2 schools of thought on sweet potato toast. One is you don't need to pre-cook it, and you just put it through like maybe 3 cycles of a toaster, and you can use a toaster or a toaster oven. I knew that we didn't have all that much time today, so I did a little bit of pre-baking. So last night I just put it on some parchment paper, and I have a spray of avocado oil, and I just very lightly sprayed it, and I put it on for 10 minutes each side just to kind of get it going. And then today let me just put these raw ones over here. I brought up my toaster oven and I have been toasting them, and we've got some big slices of sweet potato toast. And
that looks yummy.
What?
It looks yummy.
It smells amazing. As you were talking about it, I'm like, oh my goodness, it smells like candy over here. So I've got a couple slices here of sweet potato toast. And the neat thing about this is that you can put so many different kinds of toppings on it. So the first thing I wanted to do is I'll take my banana and I'm just going to slice up a couple little pieces of banana here. And I have brought out, you could use almond butter, cashew butter, whatever kind of butter you want, and we can make a little dessert or breakfast sweet potato toast. So I've got my cashew butter, my sweet potato, put that on there, and it's like right now, because the sweet potato is just out of the toaster oven, it's like when you put peanut butter on bread and it just is kind of like melting into it. It's so good. And so then I can go and maybe I want to put some bananas on, or one of the fresh strawberries I got from the farm down the street, and cut up a little bit of strawberries. And let's see, really easy. This would be great if you've got kids that need to have some involvement in their food. It's a great way to teach the kids about having a healthy food. I'm gonna throw some blueberries on there too. And then you've got a sweet potato toast that's fruit and nut butter.
Yum.
it looks amazing. So the other kind that I wanted to highlight is if I were to,
Rebecca, we lost your video feed.
oh no. If
There
I
you
were
go.
to, okay, my battery is going, unfortunately. If I was to take avocado, I could put some avocado on here. Oh, you know what? This one is not quite ripe enough. So we're just going to pretend that I put avocado on there. So I can put some avocado. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll put some hummus on instead. So I'm putting a little bit of hummus. Now, it would be even better if you made your own hummus, but this is store-bought, and that's perfectly fine. So I will take some hummus, put some hummus on here, and then I will take a radish. I'm gonna put the radish, I'm gonna do a couple of really thin slices of radish. Right here on that. And what else do we have? Let's do a little cherry tomato. I've got a whole like smorgasbord of good things to put on top. This is just like it's almost like you could do a make your own avocado toast bar also, or out of sweet potato toast, or you could do out of avocado toast. So we've got little tiny thin slices, like paper thin slices of radish, and some cherry tomatoes and hummus on the sweet potato toast. So what I was going to do if this avocado had been softer, which I thought it was a piece of avocado toast with I keep on saying avocado, sweet potato toast with an avocado on it, and I got some green onion that I was going to use with a simple slicer and just get a couple of little shavings, tiny little paper thin shavings of onion, and maybe some radish. The possibilities really are endless here with this, but absolutely delicious. I can't wait to try these. I kind of snuck and tried one last night, and I was happy with it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I had heard about sweet potato toast for a while, and I never actually did it, but you know, it was easy prep, and it's something that you can like pre-bake them and then have them in the fridge for up to 5 days, and then every morning you can just take a couple out, throw them in the toaster, and you know, whether you want a sweet or a savory snack, you're good to go. You just start adding toppings, and they are strong enough that you can really pick them up. You don't need to use them. They're on the go kind of meals. So hopefully you got some good ideas, some good inspiration from the sweet potato toasts. And I want to thank you for joining us. As we said, Nancy and I were brought together across the miles by the Juice Plus Company, where our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And with all of our different locations here, I think that we are doing a really good job. So if you would like to continue this conversation, we will be back here every single Saturday morning, looking at some new farmers market faves that we have found. We also have a group online called One Simple Change, where on a daily basis we are talking about healthy tips. We are gathering together as a community to figure out how we can make one simple change to help keep ourselves healthier, help keep our families healthier, and use whatever we have around us for fresh prep to enjoy what we're eating and have fun with it.
And Rebecca, that looked so good. So now that I have the sliced, right, I was going to grill these. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm still going to grill them because I love grilled food, but
Yeah.
I'm going to do that as toast and not the way that I had planned on doing it.
Yeah.
And as we get ready to go, I want everyone to know to go on Facebook and check out our page, Farmers Market Faves on Facebook. And we're also on Instagram now. So on Instagram, it's Farmers Market Faves as well. And that is brand new. So what we'll be doing is going back and then adding stuff into that so that it will be as robust as the Facebook page. But that way, just depending on where you like to spend your time, you can be on Instagram or Facebook and find us both at your leisure. And we're just so stoked that you're here with us this week. Like Rebecca said, every Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to be here to help you share or to help you understand and for us to share some of our farmers market faves. Along the way, we're going to talk about local growing, how you can do that either in towers, in beds, in containers. And Rebecca has great experience with local CSAs and organic co-ops. So she's going to share some of that as it's appropriate. And we just want you to know that if there is one simple change that you're looking to do and you want to do so that you can take that one step to live a healthier life, we would be so thrilled to walk alongside you in doing that. So I'm Nancy from sunny Claremont, Florida, and we will see you next week, same place. Well, maybe not same place, but definitely same time. Hey, thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.